morning, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. Thank you to the person who's probably been furiously typing the comments that I forgot a long-handed inserter on the cargo wagon, and to the person who was hammering away. I know you were hammering away on the keyboard. I know you were yelling at your screen when it happened that I didn't cap the chest for the steel furnaces. I know. I went and capped it afterwards, and then I was like, oh, hang on. We have all the materials right here, and I have a free spot. So I'm going to move it down here. And as you can see, I squiggled my steel belt out. And I also used a splitter to move the bricks sideways one time. I could have just squiggled the belt as well. You know, it is possible. And then I could probably get 2 long-handed inserters to feed in brick faster. But as I said, the whole point of a make almost everything or a mall is it ticks over slowly. So we've got steel furnaces being made. Unfortunately, they're way out of queue. They're normally something you put all the way up like here-ish. Actually, right there. Right there. Let's move you. Okay, I can fix that. Because the reason I'm actually spending time on this particular version of my Make Almost Everything is, for once, I'd like to actually share it with you guys. I make these things in just about every game, and I never ever bother sharing the blueprint. Because, honestly, I make them and I don't bother blueprinting them. I forget to blueprint them. I can't be bothered blueprinting them. Like, take your excuse. It's definitely one of the above excuses. That didn't get me an extra tile. You down, you in there, you in there, you in there. Okay, so we're going to put an underground to there, that to there, set you to be steel furnaces, set a passive provider, cap you to 1 slot. This mess I've put down here can go away. So yeah, I'd really like to, for maybe the first time ever, actually share my Make Everything when I'm done with it. When I'm done with it or the series. By all means, like, if you want early copy, ask. Mention it down in the comments. I'm possibly weeks behind in reading the comments at any one stage. I do read all the comments. I just don't get to them as regularly as I'd like to. So, if you want a blueprint early, by all means, mention it down in the comments. If you want it earlier than in some time, jump on Discord. Yell at me in Discord. Because Discord I do read regularly, like every day. So yeah, you know, that's my suggestion. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to find another iron patch, that one, which we can do. I can do, actually, let's just do it right now. Let's do it right now. We've got robots all the way out there, so we just need to blueprint from there. Actually, no. Let's just blueprint from there to there. Scroll down to here. Deconstruction planet, go away trees. Paste that half in. Paste that half in. Deconstruct the obvious excess. And that'll be built eventually. Okay. Send in unload station. That's what we're doing this episode. So logically, the first thing you want to do is copy an existing unload station. With all its whistles and bells, and sort of work out where things are going to go. Turn off my personal robots, because I really don't want them dealing with all this crap. Buy stuff. I'll pop that there. Confirm that we can spin the train around. Confirm that we can... Nope. Cut everything. Slide it up a couple of times. Okay, that's as far down as we can go. Yeah, confirm we can get the train in. And then fish it through this mess somehow. Sure, I don't think that zigzags quite required, but you know. That's why we ghost things in advance. Okay, so that's that one done. That one might need it zigzag, so we'll leave that in there. We'll go to our great blueprint. Alright, I want to go back to the straight 3x. Paste that in. Paste that in. I've actually got to stand here and get this construction done because it's outside normal robot range. Or the base robot range. There we go. And then I'd sort of like to see... Actually, no, I don't even need to see what I'm doing. Let's just put a T intersection right here. It's a bit overkill. I don't actually need a full T, but we're going to put one in anyway, because we can. Honestly. Okay. So that means that train track, in theory, should plug in there. And that train track should plug in there. And if we get both those done, we actually have a working train station. That was way easier than I thought. We need fuel for our train. I need a requester station, a requester light. So I'm going to call you Iron Unload 2. Going to give you iron ore, because I still want iron ore being delivered. That's not changed. I need a thingy combinator. I need some belt. No, off by tile. That bit of coal can go away. So that'll bring fuel in to fuel our train, and then that'll bring it out to fuel our smelters. Okay. So now I just need a 4-lane balancer. There. Come on. Okay, that's that line hooked up. That's that line hooked up. Everything between there and there can go. You're already hooked up twice. So the train is feeding 1, 2, 3, and this one is being fed by leftovers from this iron belt and this iron belt. So what I really want to do is I'm going to... At the moment I've got everything sort of being shuffled along to make sure that this is fed at full speed. So what I'm going to do is cut that one off. Have that go... Spaghetti. Have that go straight in there, I think. So you're going to feed everything into this smelter from these 2 lanes. So it's not running at full speed. Okay. So you are going to get rid of your squiggly squat. Yes, that is a word. Because I just said so. Alright. So we've got the top lane feeding this iron smelter. This is now dedicated to just run off the train. The bottom lane is feeding this steel smelter with also some excess off this what's left over iron that I really want to get rid of. which is being caught up by we're not using stone fast enough, which is a separate problem, which we'll get to shortly. Okay. Power for you. Request in a train, please. You, and you. Run the top belt in first, because that's the hardest to get to. Run the second belt in second, because that's the next hardest to get to. Run that one in last, put in that missing bit of belt. Put in our loco, our wagons. You're done with. Like, that train's done. I need to actually go to get the outpost half done now. Okay, we might want to put some signals here just to like help the train get in and out a little bit in case we end up with multiple trains on the line. Okay, so that's done. That's built. It just needs power and it needs a train track down there. So let's go get some train tracking done. I have a feeling I don't have enough train track, but you know, we'll find out when we get there. Okay, straight train track. More straight train track. Please don't miss any train track bots. It really helps when you actually get it all built. Oh, base bots are taking over that part. Okay. We want a 90-degree T intersection, which is so going to get cut off, but that's fine. We don't really mind. We know where it is and we can just place it later. But now I'm in robot range, or base construction range. It means I can go and build ahead. And some bot will get to it in some amount of time. Oh, and he planned it perfectly right through the middle of the oil pipe. Awesome. Awesome. I love it when I pull this sort of stuff off. It's all thousands and thousands of hours worth of practice, I promise. Has nothing to do with luck, it's practice. Ammo belt will have to go around. Where's that blueprint? Okay, that was not planned. Yeah, I'm going to have to curve it through there. Okay, so we'll place that in place. And then I'm going to have to just like shunt the gun turret all out. Turn off personal bots, because I really don't want this much ammo in my inventory. Which now means I'm going to get rid of that and that. Okay. Take a copy of this, have it go that way, then that way, and so you stick out there, you go there, you go there, you go there, and then we go that gun turret, which then fills that gun turret, which then fills that gun turret. And can robots reach all this crap? Nope. They can now. Which now means that can go away. That extra bit of trade track can go away. We're not using that just currently. Thanks. Thanks, bots. That can go away. Yes, it means there's going to be a pipe in the middle of my train track. Thanks, screenshot. Oop. Signal. Does that fit now? Yeah, apart from that power pole, which is now absolutely useless, I hope. Nope, one of them was important. That's probably important as well. That's also important. Okay. 5th time lucky. Blueprint. 10 personal builds back on. I do love that feature in 17. It has made my life so much easier. Actually, let's go deconstruct that part, because I'm really trying to avoid diagonals. Only because it's... Long and the short of it is diagonal train tracks are actually a heavier impact on UPS. Just slightly. Like, we're talking fractions of a fraction. But considering we're looking for a big base, like big, every tiny little bit helps. Okay, so I'm just going to bring a straight down to here. And then we'll leave that at the base spots, fill that out. We've got 4 lanes here already, which is convenient. Oh, really? You're off? Oh. My blueprint was put down in haste and has double gaps. Okay. They were, rather than power poles overlapping, you can see here there's 2 power poles. Okay. Build that, build that, build that, build that. That can go away, that can go away, that can go away. That can go away. I know I recently copied a 4-to-4 balancer. We're going to put that. No, we're going to put it a few tiles further along. Done that, done that, done that. We're going to hook you up to the power there. I'm going to say, go away, trees. I need a loading station. Iron unload 2. You cannot get to iron unload 2. Because JD put the train in backward. Yep, the whole train station's backward. Look before you leap, JD. Okay. It's alright. We're just going to copy a loading station. Why? Train tracks. Everything's off by a tile. Because train tracks move on a 2x2 grid, whereas everything else moves on a 1x1. One of them. Now, I don't want to interfere with that iron and copper. I don't want that either, but thanks, train planner. So, I don't want to interfere with that iron and copper because I really, really, really do want to set up a dedicated circuit outpost. So I want to use that iron, use that copper to do nothing but make green circuits. And conveniently, it's like right there. It's close to our base. So I don't want to build over it. That's for sure. Not enough rails. I told you wouldn't have enough. Okay. So if I then put a signal, it's already signaled. Thanks, screenshot thingamajiggy bob. Okay, which means, and that one I want to call iron 2. Power, which is over here. Everybody's happy, everybody's running, excellent. Looks like I've built all the bits that are outside the network. Yep, robots can take care of whatever's left. We're going to put a signal there. Going to put a chain signal there. Oh, you can't reach. Actually, you're meant to be a chain signal. Full signal after the crossing. Done. Okay, so this half is done. It's already loading. So we need to go pick up our train, turn our station around, because it's backward. It's backward. Are we still making ammo? I think the answer is yes, but there's no steel. Yes, but there's no steel. Sorry, we don't want ammos in our inventory back in the network. Did somebody cut an oil pipe? Lots of crude, lots of crude. Too much heavy. Why is a heavy cracking not working? Oh, some idiot never hooked it up. There's a lot of idiots in this particular series. There we go, fixed. Alright, another problem done. What have you noticed eventually, like right now? Okay, so this station's backwards. So, coal line, go away. In theory, I can literally cut, including the train, because you can do that now. And if I line everything up, literally just paste it straight back down. Why aren't you picking up the train? Are we waiting for different bots to come get the train? Is that what the story is? There's 70 bots doing something, I just don't know where they're coming from. Oh, it could be my... No, that's one of my personal bots. They're all my personal bots. They're base bots. Okay, what we're going to do is going to take that off, put that back on. So that means any bots that were mine have been released into whatever network they happen to be roaming around in. So there is... what's that? 16 bots somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10... Oh, okay. Deconstruct, undeconstruct, redeconstruct. Now you work fine. Okay. Oh, but didn't you deconstruct? Oh, I don't really need the train check on, but okay. Okay. If I flip that around that way, help if I turn those guys back on, it should magically work. At the same time, I should be able to take that and align it. I can't line it up. I need this in place. Thank you. Line it up like that. Which means I've just got a slight problem to fix. It's not as bad as it could have been, but you know, ideally, in an ideal world, Chetty wouldn't have screwed up in the first place. Just saying. Okay. Alright. It does mean that now our coal line is a little bit easier. It's going to come straight in there, go straight down, straight across. That's going to go there. We need a bit of red wire. Where's my red wire? Right there. To go from there to that power pole. You're happy, you're happy. You need power again. Okay, you guys got missed in the cut and paste. Okay, train number 2. Okay, so you're going to go to iron 2, inventory full, and then iron supply, circuit condition, go. Meanwhile, if you have been set up, which you haven't been, but if I give you that, what's that train doing? It's unloading. It's confused. That's what it's doing. Okay. So if you go to iron supply, train supply manager should instantly go, okay, you've gone to train supply. Actually, can we do... We can. Unfortunately, the mod is not agreeing with the GUI updates. Alright, we can just watch the train. So he's going to go to train supply, and then he's going to instantly get the order to go to iron unload 2, because this guy's lights on, and we're going to output signal of 1M, which is 1 on the way. I know it's 1 train on the way. I can't remember what the M stands for. But yes, we have already set up a train. Well, basically, we've got 2 iron trains. And you're also coming to the exact same station. So we've got 2 trains that can go to either this iron unload or this iron unload. And as I keep adding more and more iron trains onto the network, they'll just get auto-assigned to whatever station needs the ore the most. And that's how it's going to work from now forth. So, yeah. Love the mod. Love the mod. It's Lord Couture's mod. He's the same guy who did SpaceX, which has been heavily played for the last couple of years by many, 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 many people. But more importantly, for all our effort and all our screw-ups, we should now have more steel. A lot more steel. Maybe you don't have to even make ammo. We'll see. But I think that's where we're going to end this episode. We got steel up and running again. Vastly improved. We've got a second train station. We've got our iron supply down here. We do have a crap ton of solar panels already. So you know what? Let's just blueprint solar. That can go there. Matthias solar grid. Yeah. Poor blueprint. Poor screenshot mod. Okay. Boom. That'll give us some more power. Free power, more importantly. Which does mean I'm going to have to put down some accumulators to run. Put down some accumulators like that guy and put him down here and run it to all these steam pumps. Run it all to these piped grounds, but that's fine. So that's done. That's done. That's done. Green circuits. Green circuits is going to be the next episode. Green circuits. We want a module build. We're not making modules still, but we can at least put in the framework to have the beacons, have the modules. Now, we've got solar power is not as much of an issue as it could have been, or it can be. So yeah, we're definitely getting there. We're definitely getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and more stuff is getting done. I'm sort of enjoying starting an endgame, but then again, it's so weird starting an endgame. Anyway, before I ramble for too long, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying the series, and I will see you guys in the very next episode. All right, bye.